What's good, y'all? It's your boy Banco. I'm back with another one. Video probably won't be too long, but something else I want to touch on was shout out to CJ Goodfella. He did a video on I think Ernesto, whatever that dude name was Jarrett Hurd's trainer. I don't know how many fights he had been training Jarrett Hurd, but he said some kind of like some gems, shed some light about some stuff that could happen in a fight. But I'm not going to touch on that. I'm going to touch on the fact he said that he didn't want Hurd to take the J-Rock fight and how Hurd insisted he wanted it. So Hurd insisting he wanted that fight tells you that these fighters, the fights we want can happen. The fighters got to want the fights. Point blank, period. So you could say some ducking or whatever. Like, prime example, like a lot of y'all been on Keith Thurman case because y'all boys are some fanboys of Errol Spence, and y'all love Errol Spence. Like, Errol Spence is cutting y'all a check every week. But no, man, if the fight happens, it's because the fighters want it to happen. To basically, I don't know what the word I want to use, but for Keith Thurman's position on Errol Spence has really been consistent on when he's fighting Spence. He said he told everybody he wasn't getting in 2019. He been telling y'all that. And y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep on thinking that he gonna give y'all a different answer. And it's been consistent. Y'all gonna get it 2020. I don't expect him to fight Errol Spence at the top of 2020. If he fight in July, I expect him to possibly have a fight maybe late December, early January. Maybe just fighting, a Devin Alexander. Fighting like a Devin Alexander type of opponent. I believe Devin Alexander's a southpaw. And then he will fight Spence probably in mid-2020. And if this fight happened, hey, I want my credit. Because Devin Alexander said he wanted Keith Thurman a while back. And if that fight happened, it'll be a perfect fight just to get a look from a southpaw. And I'll be known as the Oracle because I done predicted 2 fights. But, so we know, Spence and them, they just don't, they not really ready for Thurman. And they not really ready for Bud. Because if they was, they would have applied the pressure on Thurman just like they was doing with Kell Brook and all that, sought that man out. Like, they know Thurman's not, he talking, but they know Thurman ain't easy work. Like Thurman said, I've never got a contract. You say you want to fight me, I've never got a contract. So people been showing some, oh, well, you have to show interest. No, you got to show no interest. Y'all set up, and they say, okay, boom, send a contract to him. Let's see if he signed on a dotted line. Simple. We know everybody a businessman. You want to maximize your potential, not take all the toughest fights because you want to make money. Just stay consistent. Don't be out here like you got all the smoke with everybody. It's only a couple of fighters who want all the smoke with everybody right now. They'll fight anybody. They don't care about losing no more. I talk about them all the time, but, you know, in the word of Adrian Broner, I still be undefeated if I turn down fights. I just want y'all to let that sink in. Because there's some people that's turned down some fights. And the boys undefeated. Yeah, he could have probably won them fights, but he lost. But hey, he still done got in there with them. You got to get in there with them. So Sean, like Kenny Porter said it too. He mentioned something about the plans of who's being protected and this and that. So yeah. And Hurd was consistent too. When Charlo was trying to fight, he said, let me fight two right-handers? Let me fight 2 right-handers. And then we could fight. It backfired on him, but he was consistent with that. And one, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really say it's ducking. He knew he wanted to fight. He just knew what he wanted to do. So as long as you stay consistent, like if Anthony Joshua said, hey, what was it, a year ago? 2 years, I'm not ready for Wilder. Let me fight Luis Ortiz and somebody else like that, and then I'll be ready. Because that'll be your barometer for testing AJ beating Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury. And then he said he ready. I can respect that. So for all y'all out there talking all the business and stuff like that, yeah, we know it's a business, but we also know who want the fight to get done. You say make the fight. Just like if we go way, way back with Sugar Ray Leonard and Duran after number 1, what he said, hey, I want that rematch. Do what you got to do. Give me the rematch. Andre Ward Kovalev. It was talked about. He said, hey, Ward him said, I want the rematch. Give me the rematch. And almost the same thing happened for Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury didn't want the fight. That's why you can never say. I saw Tyson Fury on a little bit on First Take Thompson. Only 300,000 people saw it and this and that. You know why? Because Showtime didn't market the fight right. Y'all fighting on ESPN ain't gonna really make it that much bigger. Because only like 100K people bought Bud Crawford stuff. So it ain't about the network. They just don't know how to promote no more. But if he wanted to fight, he would have came back and fought him. And they probably would have did more over 500,000 pay-per-view buys because people would want to see the rematch. So yeah, when people want the fight, they sign the contract. And like Keith Thurman said, once you sign that contract, I'm kind of offended you signed it because you feel like you could beat me. But anyways, guys, man, y'all know what it is. Hate, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'm out.